What is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video something completely different. So if you're expecting some PC stuff today, unfortunately we don't have PC stuff. We do have something which is very interesting and can potentially save you an absolute ton of money. So if you're interested in outdoor lighting and saving money and potentially saving the planet a little bit, then carry on watching because I think you're going to like this one. I actually bought some of these a long time ago, about 2-3 years ago I think it was. And we actually posted it onto ShopSmart, which is our kind of sister channel, and there's also links on Facebook, etc. But these were really good, and they were reduced down to some crazy price, and I thought, oh, these are really good. Hopefully they turn up again, and they have done a couple of times since, so I bought another set. This is a 2-pack of LED lights, as you can possibly work out from what you can see here. So these are solar powered. There's a battery inside it, which you charge up using the power of the sun into the collector here. Yeah, basically you get the general idea. It's a security light, multiple purposes as well, or multiple ways it can be used, and also multiple angles. So you can angle the lighting kind of various different ways depending what it is you actually want to highlight. So if you wanted to get a bunch of these and maybe highlight certain aspects of your garden, maybe you've got a particularly nice looking plant or your Christmas tree or whatever it is, you just want to have a little bit of extra light on it to make it look pretty at night time, you can definitely do that by angling the lights. Or if you just want it to make it so that it's safe to walk down through your garden. A lot of us nowadays, especially if you're living in our part of the world, in England, it's pretty dark and dismal after about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's a lot of night time, and if you're maybe going out changing the bins, doing whatever, looking for your pets in the garden, just go into the shed to grab stuff, then a little bit of extra light goes a long way. And we don't necessarily want to be running tons and tons of electrical cable because you need to get a contractor in to do it. It's just horrendous stuff. So these I feel are absolutely great. And at the moment, at the time of recording, these are back on offer again, the same set. These are under £20 for a twin pack. So yeah, less than £10 each for these, which is excellent. Now the last twin pack we had, one of the units is still working outside. One of them unfortunately failed, so they do have somewhat of a lifespan. Obviously, expansion, contraction with the heat, etc. Then yeah, you can expect them to fail after a while. But I think for the actual money, like the one that we've got out there has been going for like 3 years. So if you think £10, 3 years, £3 a year, and it isn't costing anything on electricity, is absolutely awesome. So I'm very pleased with it. Possibly you will be with too. Let's go through and take a look and see what it's all about. So this is the packaging, as you can see, solar outdoor lights. You get the general idea. LBSTP. You can search for that on Amazon, or I'm going to give you the product number as well, so you can search for that. Of course, if you want to just click on the links in the video description, you can do that. They are affiliated links, so we do get a little bit of a kickback from those, but it's very minimal. Trust me, it's very, very minimal. But anyway, they are affiliated. So this is a twin pack. There's loads of different ones available from this particular company or this brand, LBSTP. So there's a 3-head, a 4-head, a 5, a 6 as well. So there's all kinds of different versions of LED lighting or ones which you can mount to walls, etc. Anyway, knock yourselves out. There's links in the video description. When it comes to the actual specs, I'll put a close up on the screen so you can see what that's all about. But essentially, solar light. The part number is HSG-T25. So that is basically what you want to be searching for, and it gives you all the information there about sizing as well. So if you're concerned about actually having it on your wall or whatever, then yeah, you can take a look at that. It is IP65 rated, so obviously you don't want to submerge it, but splash proof and all that kind of stuff. And over the last 3 or 4 winters that we've had, these have been absolutely fine, even with the extreme cold and all that kind of stuff, or the extreme heat as we've had as well. So yeah, it's managed to live through that, so happy days. They do come with a warranty as well, like 12-month warranty, so if you do get any issues you can replace them. Yeah, heat resistant, frost resistant, water resistant, all that kind of good stuff. Just don't submerge them, that is an obvious thing. Taking a look at the unit itself, so on the top, this is our solar collector or solar panel. So that is going to absorb the sun's rays during the daytime. Even if it's not sunny, just daylight in general will still charge the batteries a little bit, but do temper your expectations depending on how long you want the actual lights to run for during the evening or the darker sessions. There are 3 sections as well, or 3 ways you can light these up. So continually on, motion detected, and there is, what's the other one? Motion detected, always on, and always on but dim. Yeah, there's 3 different versions. We'll take a look at those anyway, but you can see what it's all about. Obviously, the one which is on the least is going to last the longest, and the one that's on the most is going to last very little, especially in those wintry months. So do bear that in mind. It's not going to be a continuous thing, much like if you have an electric one, you turn it on and it's on all through the night. Obviously the batteries are going to deplete pretty quickly. Anyway, moving on. So this section here, you've got the 3 lamps, you've got the main one in the center, the PIR detector as well. The PIR detector has a range of somewhere between 3 to 7 meters, depending on the angle, heat, all that kind of stuff. So do bear that in mind. 122 LEDs, I've not counted them, but I'll take their word for it. And these are all adjustable, so on pivots, and you can bend it around. So if you've got it on a wall and you want to highlight an entire wall area, you can bend those out. So a little bit downward light and a little bit of side light as well. You can angle that pretty much however you want to. It might take a little bit of fiddling to get it to be exactly how you like, but yeah, it is all on a pivot. So the real constraining part of this is going to be the mounting system. So let's take a look at the mounting. So obviously you do get 2 of these in the box, but one of them's on my wall, so I'm not going to take it off the wall to show you it. You get the general idea. So this is the plastic mounting bracket, which goes this way up with this ledge at the bottom. Only needs 3 screws, so you can screw that straight into a wooden panel. I've got ours on a kind of 6-foot fence post, just screwed straight into there. Works absolutely fine for what we need. But saying that, I've also got one which is wall mounted as well, which is about 8 foot high. And again, that works really well. We've got it by our wood bunkers just to the side, so when we want to get some wood in the winter, don't have to worry about having outside lights. We can just go out there, the light comes on long enough for you to see what you're getting. Anyway, so 3 screws in through there. Get 2 of those included. You also get a whole bunch of screws and wall plugs. You also get the user manual, like I said. There is a thank you from the company themselves as well to say thank you for your purchase. They do appreciate it. The mounting bracket, so that would screw to a wall or whatever you attach it to. For me, wood screws straight into a wooden panel, very simple to do. And there's little latches on the back there. So all you want to do is line up the latch with the bracket, and that is effectively it. That is it kind of installed. So if you imagine that is going to be your wall or whatever your flat surface is that's mounting to, potentially I suppose you could mount it upright and maybe twist that round, I don't know. You can work out all kinds of weird and wonderful ways of doing that, but essentially it's going to be like that. So you can still angle the lighting down. So if you've got this in a very high place, you can mount it so it's facing downward and also still have a little bit of outward lighting as well. So yeah, overall pretty decent. And actually, tell you what I'll do, I'll show you some footage now. I recorded this ages ago when I first bought this second set, and you can see what they're actually like in our back gardens. There's 2, one which is just outside our doorway here, and there's another one which is a bit further in the garden. So let's take a quick look at that. So there you go, there is an example of what they're actually like outside in the real world with a reasonable charge. I think that was towards the end of September, possibly. I'm not too sure. I'll try and find the date stamps to work out when it was. But during the summer, they're absolutely brilliant and they are very, very bright. It doesn't really come across on camera how bright it actually is. So I'm going to try and do a somewhat practical demonstration now so you can see what they're like with this actual one. Now this has actually been in the box for ages. It's only because we've been having a bit of a tidy up today and it was down by the rest of the unboxing stuff that I had to go through. I was like, oh, I haven't done that video yet. I better get on and do that. They've been here for months. So it's literally not been outside. So if it cuts out or isn't as bright as it should be, I do apologise. But anyway, so if we turn the light out, so at the moment it's in the off position, so it's not going to do anything. So the camera is going to get used to that and brighten up. So let's put the light back on. So to turn the unit on or to cycle through the modes which are available, there's a little button which is actually hidden behind a little rubber gasket to try and prevent it from getting any water damage. So just press it once and straight away the light will come on and that will go off very shortly as soon as the PIR sensor detects that there is actually light, so it doesn't need to be on. So I'm going to turn the studio lights off and you can see it will come on. And there we go. After a few seconds it comes on. So this is in the dim light version. Whether or not that is going to be PIR sensor, no, that's just dim light mode. So it's going to stay on like that until daylight. So you can see it turns itself off there. So that is the first setting. So that is the kind of constant on, but in a dim fashion. Press it again. So now it is going to be in the dim lighting mode. So if we turn this off, it'll come on in dim mode, and as I move my hand past the sensor, it should come on brighter. There we go, and that is actually really bright, surprisingly so. I could almost use it as a studio light, so you can get an idea of how bright it is. It is super bright, and if you're outside, it's excellent. And this has barely been charged. This stays on for somewhere between about 20 to 30 seconds, I believe. I should time it really. I think they're all slightly different. They don't always seem to come on or turn off at the same time. So in theory, that should turn off or go back to dim mode. There we go. So that is in the dim mode. So it'll stay on that all night long. If there's anything that passes the beam, then it triggers it and it gets brighter. So the next one is going to be the one which I think a lot of people will tend to use. And this is the one, I think, where it's always off. As soon as the it's kind of reset its timer, it should turn off altogether. There we go. So that is the off mode. So now it's in PIR mode. So if anything goes past the sensor, it then comes on in the bright mode. This is what we've got ours set to. This for us works really well because it's really bright when you want it to be, when you're actually doing stuff, when you pass by it, and it doesn't drain the battery by being on the dim modes in between, obviously, activations. This works really well for us, and you see it stays on for about 15-20 seconds or so, which if you're still out there, just move past it again and it will stay on. So you might get the odd blink where it turns on and off if you're doing something for a longer period. It's not really designed for being a work light as such. It's more just to illuminate pathways, walkways, to be able to find your bin, etc. It's quite good for us as well. So if the cats come in the garden, it comes on, they can see what they're doing, although cats are traditionally got pretty good eyes, I believe. And again, if you press the button again, so now it is in off mode, so that is going to be off. So overall, I'm super happy with these. I think they're absolutely brilliant, and for the price, you cannot go too far wrong. Do watch out. I have seen some slightly less scrupulous sellers actually getting these, I think, and they're splitting them down and charging basically the same for one as you should normally get for two. So do look out for the sellers and make sure you're getting the one which actually does contain two if you want to get the best value, or at least in my opinion for this particular one. Again, we'll put links in the video description for this, but I think they're brilliant, I really do. And the fact that I just noticed today that they're still on offer, and Amazon have currently got a £8 voucher off, so they're £27.99 minus £8, so 20 quid. Get a twin pack, definitely worth getting, and I'm going to try and dot a few more in the garden just to brighten things up, and maybe even just keep a couple for spares, for if one of them or two of them break or whatever, just replace them. Pick them up whilst they're cheap, as they say. Anyway, I've waffled on for way too long. This video's gone on a lot longer than I expected it to, but hey, it's Mike's Unboxing, that's what we do here. So if you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button, and if you like seeing something a little bit different every day in your inbox, click on the subscribe button and the chime notification, and you'll be notified of future video releases. But for now, I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing, Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll see you in the very next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.